Hi Aquarius, I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 21st to the 27th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments, so head on down below and do just that. And while you are down there, you will see all the information you need to book a personal reading with myself. So you just gotta shoot me an email and I'll get that started for you. And on the most important note, I meditated on your beautiful energy before beginning this reading. And the message that came through was testing things out. Very interesting. Testing things out. Let's get started by pulling you a message or two from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. What do we have for Aquarius to begin this weekly read? Thank you, Spirit. For Aquarius. Keep them coming. What else do we have for Aquarius to begin for this upcoming week? I got two for you. They're saying that's good. First out, total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. Aquarius, does it feel like recently there's been something lacking in your life? Something, even if it's minor, it could be major, but it feels like for Aquarians out there, something has been missing in the equation. The equation of what makes you feel full as an individual on a soul level. And this is reminding you that whatever you do decide to put your efforts towards this week, as far as a project, a goal, your work in general, whatever it is, make sure you are throwing yourself into it 1000%. Don't half-ass it, basically. And they're saying that when you do so, you may unexpectedly discover what your life has been lacking or missing at this point, up until this point. Very interesting. Next card out, facing your fears. Look for ways, to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Absolutely. As the week goes along, Aquarius, make sure you are finding new and improved ways to strengthen your connection to the universe, as well as your spirit guides who are always with you for guidance and protection. And yeah, most definitely stay calm and peaceful and at ease with where things are heading, in the knowing of who you truly are. Because as I've said in many of the recent past Aquarius readings, you're becoming more aware of who you are on a soul level, and therefore it becomes easier to trust in where things are heading, even if you don't have all the answers just yet. Beautiful start. But yeah, it may feel like this week you do have to face a fear or two of yours that have been pushed to the side recently. So don't be surprised when that pops up. Let's continue by pulling you 7 tarot cards, one for each day of this upcoming week. Don't mind me as I completely struggle. Just, the story of my life. I'm also feeling very, very calm and peaceful today, so it tends to bring a slight struggle with it as a side effect. Alrighty, Spirit, what do we have for Aquarius to continue this read? There we go. Okay. Keep them coming for Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And they are saying pull the last three. All right to you, my friend. Starting off on Monday, we have the Moon card. They're saying tired. I'm going to say exhausted. Overly worked and stressed, but I feel like due to, it's your own doing. Very interesting. I do feel like if you had the choice, or no, if you wanted to, you could slow down. And I feel like you've been thinking about it, meaning to, but it just hasn't happened yet. I do get a bit of anxiety coming through for Monday. Stress as well. But it's all unnecessary. I mean, I guess you could say anxiety in general is unnecessary, but don't let it overwhelm you to the point where it takes over your entire week, because it of course isn't ideal that it starts off your week on that note, but it happens to the best of us. We're only human, you know, you're not perfect. And nor would you want to be. Perfect is boring. And Aquarians are all about being eccentric and different and fun in that way. We're going to leave it at that. I mean, yeah, I do feel like you need to balance yourself out, maybe meditate to be done with this energy to start the week off, but we'll move on because that's exactly what you're going to do. The Star card for Tuesday. There's no surprise in my mind that this pops up on Tuesday. I mean, it's telling you that you need to heal some parts of your way of being, mainly your mindset. If you feel like you doubt where you're heading, or you doubt certain aspects of your life, or you overwork yourself, or whatever it is, if you're feeling exhausted or worn down, all of which needs to be healed sooner rather than later so that you can move forward in a more peaceful, put together way. It's only going to benefit every area of your life, honestly. And as you heal these certain areas of your, as you heal these certain aspects that need to be healed on Tuesday, it will allow for certain miracles and successes and blessings to flow in naturally. You won't have to work as hard for them as you've had to recently. And it's very much so because you're clearing your energy field, your pathway for the universe and spirit to bring those things in, but also because when you do that inner work, when you do that individual sort of patchwork, the universe and spirit comes through and they're like, we've been with you the entire time, we've seen you, we've watched you, we're proud of you, and here you go. It's a very much an ace card kind of feeling, where the hand of the universe is coming through, the hand of spirit, to be like, Aquarius, you've done the work we've needed you to, so here's a little reward. And then the Death and Rebirth card for Wednesday. I mean, I feel like your rebirth has been in the making recently. I don't want to say this is a new arrival for you, but it does feel like on Wednesday you very much so check off another piece of this rebirth for you, this renewal. And it's very much so the end of old habits, or at least the continuing of. The end of negative habits and the negative mindset and the anxiety, or at least heading in that direction. This is a very healthy change. And I feel like I've been saying this in your previous readings, but you're allowing yourself to shine and glow on a different level by going through these changes and healing and doing all that you need to on a soul level. And then the High Priestess for Thursday. Your intuition is growing and just blossoming as you do so on a soul level as well. It's like on a day-to-day basis, you just learn more about yourself, and as you do so, your intuition just skyrockets. And so at this time moving forward, make sure, especially this week, you're trusting that gut feeling. You're trusting whatever pops up in your gut, you know, whatever intuition you do feel. We forget that a lot of times our spirit guides do have something to do with those feelings. They'll advise us to go towards something or, you know, to halt. But also another message that's coming through is on Thursday, you're going to feel very connected to your higher self, which I do feel is very much so intertwined with your intuition. And I feel like as the week goes along, it may not feel like it could happen anymore, but I feel like your strength, your connection to your spirit guide / the universe as a whole is becoming stronger and stronger as you get in touch with your higher self more. Because I also do feel like those are very much so intertwined. Beautiful. Moving right along to Friday, we have the Eight of Cups. There's something you need to walk away from, Aquarius, when it comes to Friday. For a lot of you, it has to do with this, it's aligned with this moon card. It has to do with walking away from old habits, old ways of being. Those anxious thoughts that you do get occasionally. Keeping yourself up at night, potentially. For some of you, there's a person, place, or situation in your life that is just not healthy and it's not working for you anymore. You've known this for a while, and Friday may feel like a day where you just need to get up and be like, see you later. It's time for me to go do what I need to do. And if that leaves you in the dust, so be it. But it's a time for Aquarius to align themselves with their passions and their goals and your ideal path in life, your destined path. And if people don't align with that and don't match where you're heading, then it is what it is. Whoever and whatever is meant to be with you in this lifetime, at the end of the day, will come back full circle. Just keep that in mind. The Empress card to move on to Saturday. There's an idea that you've been working on, that you've been mulling over in your head that is just so powerful and beautiful. And I feel like you haven't told many people. This idea might pop up this week, if it hasn't yet, but I do feel like for a lot of you, it's happened in the past, the recent past. And I feel like this idea is going to make you a decent amount of money. I mean, maybe not right away, maybe down the line after it has time to develop and grow, but I do feel like it's gonna be a very fruitful idea. It's gonna help you with your financial stability moving forward. Don't let anybody tell you one way or the other that this idea isn't gonna work, because screw what they say. It's what Spirit in the universe says at the end of the day, in my opinion. But this day might feel like a good day for you to start initiating that and putting it into work, into progress. Even if it doesn't feel like you do a lot to get it off the ground, taking those first few steps might be beneficial for you. And then to finish off the week, Six of Wands. I don't feel like this is very much so to do with this idea we were just talking about, but I do feel like by the end of the week on Sunday, you're going to be receiving some recognition and acknowledgement for everything you've been doing on a day-to-day basis. For a lot of you, this has to do with your work. For some of you, it's to do with your work, but a business that you've been getting off the ground. You're getting those clients, that acknowledgement, that whatever it is, whether it's a creative project or just your day-to-day goals, I do feel like you're going to receive so much attention and admiration that it makes you feel like you're on a stage and you're just like, aha, all eyes on Aquarius. Look at me. Look at me, everybody. And even if you're not very much so used to that sort of attention, it's gonna feel right. And I do feel like a lot of you need to get used to that, because that's gonna happen more often moving forward. What a great reading. Let's continue, or finish off rather, by pulling a message or two from the lovely Find Your Happy deck. What do we have to finish off this weekly read for Aquarius? They're saying there's one more. Those came out so easily. And I feel like that's not a coincidence either. I feel like things this week and moving forward are just gonna feel that much easier for you in general. It's not gonna feel like a force, which could be new for you. Alrighty. So first off, it didn't work out, and that's a beautiful thing. I love this card. This is reminding you, my friend, that if a situation or a project or a situation with a person didn't work out recently, it was for a reason, and it's a beautiful thing. We forget that sometimes when things don't work out, it's a blessing in disguise. It's a reminder that we don't, in the moment, know exactly what's meant for us down the line, even if we think we do. And the spirit in the universe comes through at times to be like, this has got to go, or this has got to end, or this has got to change. You'll see down the line exactly why this was a blessing in disguise. So it's happened to me a lot, actually. I allow myself to feel. It is a detox for my soul. I mean, it's no surprise that this card pops up at the end, because, with the Moon card and the Star card, with healing and walking away from people and situations it inhabits, it's gonna feel like a very emotional week for you, potentially. Not throughout the entire week, but for bits and pieces of it. And so when those feelings do pop up, be one with them, acknowledge them, learn from them, grow from them, and then find a way to move right along. And focus on other beautiful things in your life. And then new choices brings new results. As you change and grow, my friend, you're going to start to make new and beautiful choices for yourself and for your life. And those you should be embracing and being one with and feeling proud about. Don't question them, because, again, as it says, with new choices brings new change or new results. But new change and new results go hand in hand. Excuse me, it just got very windy. The winds of change, I would say. But yeah, lots of good things on the horizon. So on that note, my friend, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel. And head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your personal situation. And while you're down there, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing week, and I will see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.